In the Stands podcast, powered by Conditioned Air Systems for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Please check out their contact info in the link below for a great local company. Hey everyone, before we get started, a quick shout out to our amazing silver sponsors who have also helped make this show possible. Turnkey Facility Maintenance, keeping your facilities clean with all your commercial janitorial needs. M&R Rental for all the small and large equipment rentals in the area. And Young at Heart Design, providing all the swag here on the podcast and for local school systems around here. Thank you to all of you. We appreciate you and we need you. In the Stands podcast, coming back at you, Andy Roberts, Jason Loggins, Tony Cash.
What up? Yo.
And the Barga Boys, don't forget them.
The
greatest
Barga
media
Boys.
team in Hall County. Thank you, guys. Guys, welcome in. I know a fun weekend. Just to let everybody know out there listening, Tony Cash is now in the 40s club.
That's right. Yes.
Birthday yesterday, turned 40. Had a little get-together Saturday night. So
Good times.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was little.
No, it was pretty. I can't believe you got that many friends. To be honest.
It was a golf simulator.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did y'all get in that?
I watched. No,
Yeah.
you've seen me play golf. Come on now.
Yeah, I got in it once, but it was.
Yeah,
We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, what'd you do?
Shanked it.
Listen, I swung and missed the ball completely, so it's okay.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it's fun.
I am tired of hearing everybody at the office tell you how old you are, and Loggins and I are both older than you, so we better not hear that this week again. Start out with cross country. Lakeview Academy, boys and girls qualified for state this past weekend, had their region meet, so that was a big deal for them. First time in a little bit, both are going. The girls, Lacey Pollack finished overall top for Lakeview. I will say, Athens Christian had a girls runner who won the meet, first overall. Just to put this in perspective, Summer Muxlow, who broke the North Hall School record a few weeks ago, I'll check my notes, but I believe her time was just over 18 minutes, broke the school record. Jane Wangerai for Athens Christian, 17:23.
Dang.
She would have beat Summer by almost a minute.
Wow.
So that was my takeaway from that meet was jaw-dropping, seeing that time put up. So very impressive. On the boys' side, very young team. Davis Dubnik, an 8th grader, finished 7th overall, first overall for Lakeview. Very impressive. His brother James Dubnik was finished 2nd for Lakeview. So love seeing siblings out there able to compete together and against each other and things like this. I think they are driving the Lakeview cross-country team right now with helping each other pace there in the beginning, and then I'm sure the brotherly love, it's on who's going to win. So great job. Lakeview boys are taking a very young team into there. There's, let's see, your 7 top runners go. Grant Roberts, my middle son's he finished 8th, so he's going to be the first alternate. So including Grant, out of 8, there are 3 8th graders going. A couple freshmen, a couple sophomores. So boys, Lakeview boys are looking to do some big things here in the next few
Way
years.
to show up, Lions.
Yeah, definitely. The rest of Hall County, again, next week or two, they'll be getting into their sectionals, I believe they call it, qualifying for state. So we'll be covering that, seeing how the rest of schools do. So far, Lakeview's first one in state. So anyways.
Football. Good week last week. Clary Branch got back to winning. Talking about sibling pushing each other. LCA, they lost a tough game Friday night. But
Mount Messiah, right?
Yeah, Mount Messiah. Evan Kalanauskas stepped up and had a big night on defense. I heard he, his brother Drew has been the leader, but looks like a little brother maybe trying to step in there and take over those reins.
Yeah, I love seeing that.
It's also fun to see siblings on the field together. That's pretty cool as a parent. And then, I went and saw the soccer ring ceremony for Johnson Friday night, which was pretty cool to watch. The only thing that I felt sad walking in there, seeing the softball field had grass on the dirt. They hadn't had a softball team in 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Pickens County is who they were playing. They had more fans than Johnson. So that was kind of depressing. It just I remember back in the day in high school, Johnson, it was a good game to go to. They always competed.
The dungeon.
And the thing is it's not like they didn't have athletes on the field. The quarterback was throwing it. Jordy, number 8, I can't remember his last name. He plays soccer too because at halftime he stayed and got his ring. Made some good catches. They got athletes. I don't know how we get the passion for football, American football, there like they do for soccer. But I mean, it was awesome to see them get their ring ceremony. They have probably 25 players on soccer. It was impressive, the amount of soccer players. They all showed up. Great job for them. And that coach, he got the Coach of the Year.
Well deserved.
So shout out to Johnson Soccer again. It was pretty cool watching the ring ceremony. Got there a little bit late, and I was able to walk down to the 40-yard line, halfway up, get a perfect seat, and we got to figure something out.
Again, we said it, I think maybe the first episode, but props to their football coach for
100%.
stepping up, taking over that program, and they're doing all they can. Props to the players. It's not been the best season, not the best scenario, but they keep playing.
They do, and they were competing. I loved watching them. They weren't hanging their heads. They held their heads high. They were competing. They were being coached. That was the biggest thing that I saw. Is like you talk about the coaches. It's not like they're like, oh, we're having a 0-7 season right now. They were coaching as if they were winning. Getting better, working on everything. It was good to see that. The coaches pouring into the boys, and the boys willing to listen and trying to get better.
Yeah, good deal. Saw Flyer Branch bounce back.
Yeah, they did. That was a big win for them.
North All won a big game.
That was a big game for them.
It didn't turn out to be a close game like we thought.
Yeah.
But North All's clicking. They had a couple of key injuries this week, so hopefully they'll get those guys back in the first round or after the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking Johnson, North Hall beats Johnson. North Hall wins region this year.
Do they?
Yep, stays
Then they have Dawson after that.
Yep.
Softball, we're going to the second round, the Sweet 16 right now. And did you know that the Region 6, they still have the top 4 teams in the state? Dawson County, Lumpkin County, North Hall, and Pickens.
Wow.
They're still in it. So North Hall is at home against Oconee this week, and Cherokee Bluff is going to Mary Parsons. Or Persons, sorry.
Yeah.
Mary Persons, my bad. So good luck. I was there last week at the North Hall game. Lots of fans there. Lots of support for the ladies. It was rough seeing them play Liberty. Came up almost 300 miles and they got drubbed. I mean, it was.
That's no fun.
It's different types of talent, from North Hall to Liberty County. So, but they made it to the state, so maybe that'd be a stepping stone for the future. But good luck, Lady Trojans and Lady Bears in the state softball.
There we go.
Well, speaking of Lady Trojans, Lady Bears, it is on in the volleyball world. This is anybody that is into volleyball or Hall County sports in the volleyball world. Exactly what everybody wanted to happen this weekend.
That's right.
North Hall and Cherokee Bluff took on wins, moved on to the Elite 8, which is going to be Wednesday, and they will be facing off against each other. They are the only 2 teams left in Hall County and state. Flyer Branch and Gainesville went down. It is going to be held at North Hall, and that place is going to be rocking.
Well, that's going to be the softball game's going to be before the volleyball, so it's going to be a crazy atmosphere up there. We're going to be there.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be there.
What time is the softball game?
So softball, I know either starts.
It was at 4 last week.
Yep, and I believe they're keeping that. I know they're starting an early time, and volleyball has pushed back to 7 p.m. start, so that hopefully softball can get a good crowd out there, which will then turn into everybody coming up to the gym. I'm telling you right now, in the volleyball world, you might not see it as often, but the gym's going to be packed.
Yeah.
It's going to be loud. There's going to be a large student section. You got Cherokee Bluff coming in again, I think 11 seniors. And then you've got North Hall, a young team, but stacked, to be honest. They got a lot of depth this year. I think Coach Hughes said that that's the most depth she's ever had on the team. They're young, but they're athletic. They play hard. So It's going to be on Wednesday.
Yeah, she's tweaked her lineup and she's playing a lot of underclassmen right now that are really producing. So it's going to be a fun game to watch, or fun match to watch.
Yeah,
my
fun
bad.
match.
Sorry.
I just love the fact that he knows how the lineups change. He's so well versed in it now.
Here's a crazy thing. What was the second episode? He said, "I've never been to a volleyball match. Didn't know the rules. Never been." And he's right in everything he's saying. I mean, Coach Hughes has made some adjustments here even in the last 2 weeks of some girls playing, and it's just they're clicking on all cylinders right now.
That's right. It's a great story.
It is, and that's very impressive, Loggins. You might be coaching in Hall County at some point.
There we go.
No.
But as they say, not so fast. Cherokee Bluff's coming in with a lot of experience, so it's going to be
It's going to be rowdy.
a great match. And now you're talking one to put the other one out to go to the Final Four,
Yeah.
and to be the sole Hall County team left. So a lot on the line here. Can't wait.
Whoever did that down at GHSA, great job.
Yeah.
I just wish you'd have done it later.
Yeah, exactly.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, got a fun guest on today. Randy Coleman. Know a lot in this community know him.
Do it.
Oh yeah, we all love him. Famous quotes, if you know him. So we're looking forward to this one.
Absolutely.
All right, everyone. For anybody that's been around Hall County sports for the last 30 or 40 years, or used to eat at L&K restaurant, you already
right.
know the man to the right of me, Mr. Randy Coleman, a staple in Hall County.
That's right. Do it.
Athletics. That's right. A little bit about Randy. He's a Gainesville High alumni where he played football and basketball. He's been coaching in Hall County for 40 years. He's coached football, baseball, and boys and girls basketball. He has been Benji Wood's assistant for the last 20 years, where they went to multiple Final Fours, 3 state finals, and won 1 state championship here a couple years ago. Very impressive basketball record with those two. He's got 1 son and daughter, Lee and Keela, both state champions at East Hall High School where they graduated. Both went on to attend Northwestern University. Keela graduated with an engineering degree from there. Lee graduated while also playing football for Northwestern. So very impressive. Beautiful wife, the boss of all bosses, April. We all know not to mess with her. Randy Coleman definitely knows not to mess with her. We all love April as well. So, Randy Coleman, welcome to the podcast. Appreciate you being here.
Thank y'all. It's a pleasure just to be here with y'all. My colleagues at work, I think a lot of y'all.
Yes.
It's a pleasure just to be around. But I thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'll jump in with the first question. You know, you've been coaching 40 years. I want to know how'd they get started? How'd you get started in coaching?
Well, it started when my little brother, my baby brother, when I first got out of high school at the boys club. So that's my first time ever coaching, me and my cousin. Fortunately, we didn't win a game. It was the start of meaning. And then I had a chance to coach my kids and all that. You know, I learned then, and it got better and better. But the biggest thing is what got me in it more was my daughter. She was probably one of the worst players, if not the worst player I ever coached. She never played. In the 7th grade, that's when she decided to start. So and that's how I got training and coaching.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of that, I remember Randy as an 8, 9-year-old kid at L&K when I would go eat with my dad. Randy was always the life of the party there, and it was good fellowship with the older men there. And just I've always remembered Randy. When I talked about this on the first episode, I wanted the Hall County Legends on here, and to me, Randy, you are a Hall County legend. You may not think that, but
No.
the thousands of kids that you've coached and touched in this community, I mean it. And the talks that you and I we've had, not about sports, but in life in general. Thank you for taking the time out to be here today. I know we work together, but it's a big deal for us for you to be on the show. So
Definitely.
thank you.
And I'm going to say to piggyback on that, you know, as far as many kids as you coached, you know, being in L&K, the amount of people you met there, I think from this last 4 years watching you coach, Randy, I know a lot of people out there would agree with this. You know, there's different strengths. There's different things that coaches bring to the table. And one thing I've sat back and watched the last 4 years that you bring to the table is, let's face it, in all programs, you've got many different personalities with student athletes coming in there, many different backgrounds. Over the course of a lot of programs, you're going to have, and you don't know what athlete's coming through that door if it's the first time you've met them until you get to know them. So, you don't know the background, but let's face it, and let's keep it real. Student athletes, you don't know if it's an athlete walking through that door that they're there playing that sport because they've literally got nothing at home or a bad home life, and they're there to basically not have to go home yet. You've got the student athletes coming in there that just got a lot of anger built up for various reasons, and they're there to, unfortunately, sometimes let the anger out. You've got, athletes that have just played their whole life, trained, and got a dream ahead of them. You've got some that, let's face it, because of their parents, if it's politically or financially in that school system, they're expected to play. Coaches deal with that. You've got kids that have been told they're great their whole life, and they come in there with a little bit of air about them, but no matter any of that, no matter what athlete's walking through that door, you know how to coach them, and you get across to them. And I've seen you build relationships with many different scenarios, and to me, that is your God-given gift. Any leader in the business world, education, it's knowing how to manage different personalities. I think some coaches are great at coaching and don't necessarily know how to do that. They just have one gear, and they expect the athletes to have to adjust to that. And unfortunately, that's usually not the case. But for you, you know how to get across to them, and I think that's your gift as a coach.
Wow, thanks. But really, everything goes to God. Thank God for me being started young. Actually, I was 13 when I started at L&K. I was 11 when I started making biscuits at the Holland House with my mom. 13, I went to L&K, stayed out about 40 or something till they closed. And I think the people there, the older folks, they helped me raise my kids. Wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am. They talked to me, nursed me. And whenever we were doing the basketball tournaments, when we was in AAU, boys and girls, they made sure I had enough to go. How much you need, how much this. So they was like my fathers. So I thank God for them. Speaking of your question, yes, it's a lot of kids. Thank God for the gift. Training, coaching kids. I try to connect with them. It's fortunate that I got a chance to be with a lot of kids. So I just turned myself into a kid. I know what it's like, coming up from where I'm at. We didn't have much. So I understand what some of them go through. Not all, but God always give me the right thing, the right words to say at the right time.
Absolutely.
And I don't know where I come up with it, but I've been around so many, and we have good talks. I don't try to degrade them in front of others unless we're playing. I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah.
But that's the thing I thank God for.
And also, we got to, let's don't get it twisted. We always look forward to what he's going to be wearing at the games.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah,
Especially during the Nearland. I mean, you got the threads, Randy. So we're expecting big things from you this year. So.
Well, they don't dress up no more like that.
I know.
When
It's just more
I
casual.
First got at North Hall, and everybody was still wearing suits. Reason why I had good suits, I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all want me to keep it real?
That's right.
I just got set aside to be a deacon.
Okay.
And then, so now you gotta have suits, and I'm like, what? So my wife picked out these, and I picked out some. My sister picked some out. So it's translated over. So I start wearing those suits, and it was about like, wow, this. So then we just went on from there.
Nice.
So that's where the suits came.
You gonna have a green one this year since you're back at North Hall?
Oh, speaking of that,
Yeah.
I gotta get a green one.
That's right.
But I always had different kind. I always wear whatever color we're playing, and everybody look at me like I'm crazy, But it's just to let them know when we was in school, when we played football, we'll paint our fingernail the last what color who we was gonna play, cause that's who we was gonna beat. We thought we was gonna beat. We did most of it. Now. We wasn't no slouch.
I talked to Coach Vining Friday night at the football game, and I was telling him we're going to have you on the show, and he's like, Randy was he was hard on us. He's like, you would throw big red gum in the stands at East Hall.
If you,
just trying to stir the pot a little bit, you know.
It was so that my kids were young then. They was just in the middle school and elementary. I go to the game and I stop on purpose and get me the whole pack of the Big Red. I buy the whole box and I come in. It'd be the gym. Everybody just throw Big Red, and boy, don't let them beat us.
That's right.
They get the laugh. But it was fun. I saw Coach Vine and them one time. We beat them up in LJ somewhere, and we had to stop Dawsonville eat, and their bus was there. Oh my God! I just ripped them apart. Everybody could have swore it's one that they didn't kill me, but they know it was all fun,
Right?
You know. And I didn't. My son, I wanted him to come to Gainesville, but he loved East Hall. Him and his mom, and it was like pulling teeth. And I like, no. He said, Dad, I just want to play for Coach Miney.
Yep.
Hurt my heart, but it was the best man. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of him and his wife, they come in L&K all the time, and the whole East Hall crew, and we laugh. They get on me when we lose, and I get on them.
Of course.
So that's what made it was fun, you know.
Yeah.
And he's the one mate. Back then, he told me, great job when I was coaching those kids. Him and Coach Dix came to the game, and I was out of control. We was playing one of the teams down at the run and shoot, and they was just killing us. They were so big, tall, and long, dunking on us, and I just went crazy. And I challenged every player. And from that day on, everything just came. And so most of the players we had on East Hall team, but I had East Hall, Gainesville, Johnson, North Hall. We was loaded. And so that's how that came. And I was running a lot of his plays and Gainesville High plays all together. So that what got me started.
Well, speaking of that, I know you've coached thousands of players. Let's just lay it out here. Who's your top 5 that you've coached in Hall County? Boys or girls?
Question.
So.
Well,
Tough question. I'm sure.
I don't know how many that are not on the list. Gonna be mad. You're gonna get a text message.
well, you know, like we say, we keep it real.
That's right.
Yep.
You know, a lot of them, there was real good, though, for real.
Oh, yeah, we've had some talent here.
Thinking about that, really the best player that I ever coached was DeMarcus Simons. He was really good. He could do it all. And so when you look at the second best player, you're probably going to say Sherrod Curry. Okay. He's still playing overseas. He was at Gainesville, went to Wheeler. He was our everything on that team. Then he left and made other kids step up, you know. So when you look at that, and then when you look at Tasha Humphreys.
Oh, yes.
You know, she beat everybody. We have arguments about who's the best girl, and I don't know what they're looking at. They say fast, this one quick. I don't care. They didn't win a championship. It don't matter whether they stayed in school or not. They wasn't better than Tasha.
I never saw a better girls basketball player in my life.
Yeah, she beat the boys,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, but then you know you got to look at Ronnie Hotze. Man, I mean,
he
carried North Hall back then.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was a walking bucket. You know, left, right, glass. He could use the glass better than anyone. You know, so it was great back there. But the Salvador, who will be the last one? I would say that would be hard to say because you got a lot of them. I mean, them younger cats coming up. You know, KJ was real good. KJ was unreal. Jabo came into his own. You know, Xavier, that's his real name. But when you look at it, you know, Robbie Hamilton from North Hall. He could shoot from anywhere. But now, don't leave the silent assassin out from Cherokee Bluff we played against. I never coached him. He shot the lights out. He went to North Florida. I forgot his name. When you get old, you forget.
That's right, yeah.
But he could shoot it, But whoever knows, they'll know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
Well, I do want to say, all the experience, leadership has obviously trickled down to Lee, your son. I'll have to say, Lakeview being a smaller school, rebuilding that football program, and right now I know he's working hard, doing a good job of it. My oldest son plays for him, and I see a lot of the same traits in Lee as far as how to connect with the kids, knowing when to get their attention, knowing when to hold back a little bit. He just is doing a great job there, and I know you're proud of him. We talk about it a lot, but I also know Lee would say a lot of that is because of you and being around you all those years and seeing you coach. And so anyways, just, again, great job to him, great job to you for what you have brought. A great job in this community. Mm-hmm. I mean, like you said, you've trained a lot, coached a lot, but probably even trained even more. And, we just all thank you.
Yep.
Well, we thank God. It wasn't a dream come true for him, I don't guess. But the thing is, they gave him an opportunity. It was a surprise because he was here, 3 different colleges that he coached at. Then he was the head coach at Georgia Military. When he was trying to get back up top, but that job came. And he said, "I might well take it." And they pay more money than what it make, and everything just came from there. And he really loves it. You know what I'm saying? And so as they got better there, came home, I was so excited. Didn't want him back home. You never want your kids to come back home, but he was glad they came, and Lakeview gave him a shot. I thank God for Lakeview because at that time, you don't see head black coaches in football in Gainesville. You just don't.
That's right.
I don't know, but like I tell my son, and I keep it real, God gonna put you where you want to be, where He wants you, not where you want. And when God's timing comes, you can't beat God's timing. I don't care. I don't care what no one said. God is the author and the finisher of our faith. Amen. And that's why He's at Lakeview, because God put it on their heart to do it. And I like to thank Coach Sanders, Tyler Sanders. We coached at North Hall the first time I was out there. And when they was looking for a coach, he said, "I know who." They said, "Lee Coleman." He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to say that. And I heard there was some more people, that voted for him. I think Causey,
Nice.
Mark Causey, because they interacted together.
Yeah.
That's like brotherly love. And, and me and Coach Sanders coached together at North Hall. That speaks volume, because sometimes we all get it wrong. Mm-hmm. But when people like you, it don't matter. It don't matter your color or anything. It's about people. Until we realize people are people, we all the same. We cut, we bleed red. And that's what we teach our kids. Mm-hmm. When we go out there on that court, we go out there on that football field, we are one. And we got to love each other as one. Yes, we get mad, but it should never get to that point, because it's about here. Because if we keep teaching this, that, we would never have a team. So, that's the whole key to that, God has been really good to us, and, my son asked me, will I coach his school team? I said, huh? He said, yes. He said, Dad, I know you. He said, you coached me. Everything you did, I know everything you ran. He better else how to kill this. He was my quarterback. And so that's how he got to Lakeview. And he brought me on. Me and Coach Wood came after that. And thank God, had a good time together. Love it. And I still coach him, see him every day. But now God had another plan for me. And I like, hey, I got an opportunity to go back to North Hall where I started. And I'm like, wow, And so today I'll be starting at North Hall, and now I have ties to two places that I love.
Sure.
North Hall, because it gave me a start, and they really embraced me, and that's like home. It's my first start.
Oh, yeah, they're really excited for you to be back up there, especially for the girls. I think the girls need that Randy Coleman influence on that defensive side of the ball. So looking forward to that. So.
Well, I do want to say this. I have to hear this every week, so I'm going to leave this with everybody in the community.
Go ahead and open this up. I know
Speaking of greatest players, let's talk about a good debate here. Greatest player of all time, Randy, Michael Jordan, or LeBron James? And then I'm going to sit back and let you guys do
It's not even a question.
Well, he said, hold on, before you, sorry.
I'll let him
answer.
No, he said Tasha Humphreys, he said it was no comparison, right?
Yeah.
To me, there's no comparison with Michael Jordan and LeBron.
Who's your pick, Randy?
Well, see, this is where y'all get it twisted. It's two kind of people. Michael Jordan, all right, and then you got the man, LeBron. LeBron is a team player. Michael Jordan is a killer. So it's hard to put one above the other. But if you ever play with Mike, yes, you win championships. But when you play with LeBron, at least you get the ball. So my vote still say the best player now is still LeBron.
Tom,
It don't matter how you look at it, how you slice it.
listen.
That's why I'm shocked, because he's older than me. I figured he would be a Jordan
And
fan, hands down. So
Look, the flop king that LeBron is, I mean, he could not last 2 minutes in the era of basketball with Michael Jordan. Go look at the defenses that they played. Michael Jordan was getting the heck beat out of him every night, especially in the playoffs. LeBron James, I mean, you'd be on the ground crying?
No,
Cry?
you know.
Oh, yeah, watching.
No, you know what?
Look, flop king James.
Flop.
He's a man. He flops more. Listen, he
play
gets paid
soccer.
to act. That's why he gets paid so much. He's an actor out there on
No,
the
he's the
basketball.
best player. That's
no,
why.
he's not.
Yes, he is.
He is not.
The problem is, Michael Jordan they call foul every time you touch Michael Jordan.
That's not true.
Every time they touch.
No.
Yeah,
God.
supposed to, because he didn't know how to fall.
Listen,
But he 200 pounds.
hey,
So what
he's
you
a big
think?
dude.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
right.
hand it to him.
So you know what the referees say? Same way they say with us. That's a big guy. They can take that. That's just a little snap. A snap is still a foul.
man, there's so many.
And that's
highlights.
why he cannot fake. That's why he look funny when he fall.
Yeah, because it's
he's funny, all right.
funny.
Well, here's a little stats for Michael Jordan. He averaged over 30 points a game 10 times in his career, played all 82 games 9 times in his career, 9-time defensive player, a defensive player of the year, 6-time champion, 6-time finals MVP, by the way, a 10-time scoring leader, and 5-time MVP of the league.
Yeah, give him all that because he stayed on the floor the whole time.
And LeBron, every team he's went to, he's had to blow it up and bring other players in.
He didn't bring it. Well, you know what? You should have had a better owner who knew how to draft. Back then, there was 3 teams that was really good. The Lakers, then you had the Celtics, you had the team
San Antonio.
Portland, San Antonio. But you didn't. Chicago had the best general manager. He went and got all those players to help Michael. Michael didn't do anything. How long Michael was in the league? 12 years, something like that?
Yeah,
Something like that.
He came back maybe 15 after total.
Something like that. 15? Okay. He just went 6 pounds. Luckily, he had.
6-0.
I sent you
Didn't
something
choke.
last
Didn't
night.
Did you just so happen to have stats written
No,
down there?
yeah,
did.
see, that's what I'm saying. No, see, you teamed up.
I do,
Listen.
because it's going to be good, because he knows his stuff, so I had to come in prepared for this one.
LeBron, he's a good player. I think he's a good.
A great player. Let's not say good.
He is a great player.
He's a great player. He is smooth, as big as he is to have the handles. I'll give you that. But at the end of the day, you look at when Michael was in Chicago, they were the team to beat. Let's take Kobe Bryant, who is another. I mean, he's right there with when he played. Lakers team to beat. LeBron, maybe 1 year he's been the team to beat. He has to build, like he has to go do super teams. He's not the player that Michael was, that Kobe was. The killer instinct, he doesn't have that. He's soft. He chokes. I mean, he's just not the guy. He's a great player, but he's not the guy. I'm telling you.
Well, you're looking, it's apples and oranges. He's a bigger guy. These guys are guards. They're super quick. Hey, LeBron big. If you look at that game when they was down 3-1, and then when he was at Miami, and he put single-handedly handled them himself. That's when they say he was probably the best player in the world. You can say whatever you want.
That one game.
Wait, you know what?
How many times was Michael?
How many times? It took Michael that many. How long he was in the league? He just went to 6 finals. That's it.
6-0.
It don't matter.
He was, first off, let's say, I think it
finals
was
out of
12 years.
12 years, but he went to 6. What did he do in his last 6?
50% of the time.
Yeah, but
And guess what? Hey, how many games did he lose? How many big games did they lose when it was on the line? How many?
Well, thanks.
Zero.
Thanks, Scottie Pippen.
Zero.
Thanks, Dennis Rodman. Because
Look, LeBron had his-
Michael
It
Jordan
was a
didn't
great
have
team.
that.
It was a great team.
Yeah,
LeBron had
Michael
Dwayne
had a
Wade.
great team.
And,
Yeah.
Listen,
We can't
This
argue
whole team
that.
was great.
You go look and talk to the players, they're going to say Michael Jordan.
Because
The
the
players.
Allen Iverson said last week his top 5 is Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Steph Curry, and Shaquille.
I'll give him that.
Well, the reason why you put Kobe there, because he just like Michael. They're selfish, but they're winners.
Alphas.
It don't matter. So LeBron, he's got to go sit in the back because he was a team player.
He's not.
You ask all the people if they want to keep it real. I'd rather play with Mike because I'm gonna get the ball. I want to play with LeBron because I want to get the ball. You're not getting the ball. You're gonna get beat up if you don't do. The rest of them, that's what they did. That's where the fight started. Then Michael Jordan had help because he had the big dude right there beside him. I forgot his name. Who would go fight for him. Some dude was going to beat Michael Jordan up. Then he said, hey, my man downstairs.
Come on, LeBron
Yeah.
picks on Stephen A. Smith. He's not tough.
Oh, yeah, because Stephen A. shouldn't. He don't get out of place. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. Don't bring my son in it. That's his fault. You don't bring nobody's kid in it.
Well, I mean, he's a professional.
It don't matter, but you don't have to say all
He was
that.
professional.
What did Stephen? I missed that part.
It was last year when Bronny was playing or not making the
They saying he
the
shouldn't
active.
be on the team.
Yeah, he shouldn't be on active roster.
Yeah, but what people fail to realize, they didn't lose money when they got Bronny. They made more money just off the.
It's just like
let's
Shedeur
keep it real.
Sanders.
It's a business.
Yeah,
If Bronny's
sure.
on that
At the
and make
end,
money, it doesn't matter if there were better. I'm sorry, if there were better team players out there, they weren't going to bring in the revenue. It's still a business. At
No,
the end of the day.
100%.
So you can't. I mean, Lakers did what. Lakers
But you also
did.
have to,
Can't blame
saying that, you got to be ready to take the heat.
Yeah,
You got to be ready to take it. You can't have say, oh, it's a business decision, do all that, and then be like, no, you can't talk about my son. No, professional athletes, you're gonna. We all know that. We can sit here and say that the reason they did it financially, I think it's awesome. I think it's for him to be in the league as long as he has to play with his son. It's pretty cool. You look at Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad.
Yeah.
All of that, I think is amazing.
Yep.
I don't
But
think you'll see it again.
No,
I mean,
you
it's gonna-
won't.
Especially with LeBron, was this year 22 or 23?
That's impressive.
Oh, yeah,
the
100%.
longevity
I gotta
that he
give
has.
Jordan didn't have a son go to the NBA. LeBron did.
Well, you know what?
But he's not really doing anything in the NBA.
Because they're his son
Do it.
was doing the wrong stuff. Let's
Yeah,
just put
right.
it that way.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, unfortunately, because it happens to NBA players, he wasn't married to that mama anymore, the mother. So a lot of things turn when you're not around.
And
And that's what, like in our world, you look at it. You look at the kids when their parents break up. That's why we have to talk to so many different kids.
Right.
Because when the parents break up, so, no matter what it is, sometimes it's the dad, sometimes it's the mother. Don't want to put it on either one, but the kids are emotionally messed up, so they run the basketball.
Yep.
And then
Outlet.
they get hurt because something between the mom and dad affects them because they're no longer in that picture.
Michael Thurman said it best: "Stay in the room.
Or
Stay in the room."
I remember the first time when we first went to Gainesville, and Michael Thurman came in, and he's always a chaplain. And boy, we was having a bad day, and I said, Reb, you ain't at the wrong time. You came at the wrong time. He said, no, that's where I want to be. It's the right time. And I'm like, whoa. And like he said, stay in the room with those kids. We stay. That's what we have to do.
Yep, that was great. Well, just want everybody to get a taste of that because I have to hear that every week. So this debate is never.
This was PG rating,
Yeah,
by the way.
yes,
so-
it definitely was.
It's not a debate.
It's kind of a debate.
It's always going to be a debate because you're haters. But I do understand why.
I don't hate on him.
No, well, you
I think
can't.
he's a great player.
No,
I
no.
didn't say getting fired back.
I
in.
know, but he's
said-
in it.
I was just
I know.
telling why we had the debate. I didn't say
No, because y'all tripping. Y'all act like LeBron nobody. Everybody's better than LeBron.
No,
and y'all.
that's these
No.
two.
Because
I'm not part of that. LeBron's
here's
great.
the
Come on,
whole
man.
key, though. Don't get mad because he want better players in the management. The ownership don't give it to him. That's why you have to run. When they don't give you money, you go somewhere. When they don't do this, you go somewhere.
I'll give you that. The one thing that I heard that made a lot of sense to me was during, you look at the greater players, Larry Bird, he wouldn't go team up and play with Michael Johnson.
Look who he had when
Hold
he
on,
came.
time out. He wouldn't call Magic up. Hey, let's get on the same team. Jordan wouldn't do it. Kobe wouldn't. They wanted to play against each other. They wanted to play against each other to make themselves better. LeBron's like, let's just make a super team, play together, and it's
In
all
fairness,
rainbows.
That's NBA
and
now. That's
sun-
not. That's not LeBron. And those guys didn't play together back then because somebody had the money to
Man, to
afford
do
that.
it.
Listen,
And
It's
Michael
like,
went
that
to
is
the
a little
greatest school
different.
ever.
All right,
in North
we
Carolina.
could go on for an hour on this.
look, all I know, we might need to, Mark, we're going to put a poll out there, LeBron or Michael, on Instagram
Yes.
to prove to Randy that LeBron's a great player, but for Michael Jordan, it stands for greatest of all time. For LeBron James, the GOAT stands for go on other teams.
All right, let me ask you. I ask you this. You can say that, but why would you put Kobe the same way? Kobe didn't win again until they brought in the big unicorn,
Shaquille.
No.
Oh, Powell.
Paul
Yeah,
Gasol.
Gasol, yeah.
They
Gasol.
begged for Paul. That's when he started getting back because he lost a lot of championships. See, but y'all don't want to talk about that.
Well, no, Kobe did it one time. LeBron's done it multiple times.
Listen, when it was, he just wanted to go back home.
Who did?
LeBron, when he left, he went back home. He never went to college. He never went anywhere. So when he came back home,
Back to Cleveland?
yeah, they won it.
This is true.
That's right.
After Miami, then they went back to LA.
To Cleveland, L.A.
Yeah, because they already have.
Exactly.
They
I'm proving
brought
my point.
one
Go
star
on
in
other
there.
teams.
All right.
All right, this would go on. For
That's
Yeah,
good. I love
it's
it.
all good.
In all seriousness, Randy, again,
Yeah,
from
thank you for being on.
from us, from the community, thank you for what you're doing. We love seeing you coach out there.
Yep.
Keep it up. Hate. We're going to be somewhat against each other in Nearland. We'll be cheering for you unless you're
Yeah,
trying to take down Lakeview.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I love Lakeview with all my heart. I love everything they done for me and my family, and it's still home. I have two homes, but when we play y'all, it's gonna be a bittersweet. I just want to win by 1 point.
Yeah.
And I tell the kids all the time, you know, even because I've been in multiple schools, when we win, I praise them. We hug and love each other. When we lose, they do me the same way. But they rag at me a little bit, but it's okay because they're kids and I still love them.
Yeah.
They know where my heart is, and I love all kids. If you don't love kids, don't play the sport because it's really not win or lose.
Yep.
It's all about saving lives and getting them ready for the next level. All I ask any player when I coach them all, travel ball or whatever, I just want one thing from you if you ever make it. Just a ticket to the game.
Do it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you. It's been great having you on here, and again, thanks for what you're doing.
All right,
Yeah,
do it,
thank
do
you.
it, do it.
If you like this episode, please like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube, In the Stands Podcast.